Hey, welcome back to the channel.
Aspire and master the magic within.
So, much like last week, we're gonna blow through this pretty quickly. I didn't actually have to do Spire for this week's story mission, because it just wanted me to get void kills in the throne world, but I figured I'd kill multiple birds with, one stone. So, I'm doing bounties, I'm doing a couple triumphs, I'm just knocking out a bunch of stuff at once. I am using a void build. Oh my god. Sorry, talking in bland, I got distracted. I didn't realize the boss was right next to me. I'm using a void build that I threw together real quick, because I've always been a fan of void, overshields and whatnot. But hopefully this week has a little more to it than just attuning to void, because that's our goal, attuning to a different element this week. So we're gonna blow through this and see what the rest of the story mission holds.
When the High Gods made their pact with the worms of Fundament, they were bound to fulfill their ambitions lest their worm devour them. Oryx sought understanding. Savathûn sought lies and trickery. Xivu Arath has spatted her worm on the strength of civilizations. And all that remains of those are the epitaphs etched in the pages of Hive Apocrypha.
She always like this? Lighten up a little. Yeesh.
Of course, I'm gonna let them talk whenever we get some interesting dialogue, and I really like Amaru, so Amaru and Eris chatting is still pretty funny. Alright, I'll show a little bit of gameplay of the build I'm going with right now. So this build is all about our grenades and volatile. So we sped it up, so we're picking up orbs, grabbing our class ability, all that stuff gives us back our grenade, and then our grenade kills, makes more orbs, gives us back our class ability, and basically it's just a nice little loop. I'm using controlled demolition rather than bastion, only because, Jesus Christ, leave me alone. Only because, more ad clear, because you know how Savathûn Spire and whatnot has a shitload of ads. Bastion would probably make us get our grenade back even faster, but it's all good. Alright. See, like, we already have half our grenade back. See, one grenade killed them all. Oh, see, it also applies to our melee. Demolition. Not demolition, volatile. Ha.
You think Eris will finally lose her marbles? She seemed short of you when she started. This might be the thing that finally knocks him loose.
Enough!
What? I hear how you Guardians talk. They ain't exactly discreet.
We trust Eris to get this done.
Huh? You really think so? You might want to check your comms, because that's not what I'm hearing.
These are the Spire's wardens. Remove them and complete our ritual.
Alright. Damn.
Eris, I can't keep ignoring Elsie. I have no trouble doing so. Think about this from her perspective. You don't know what she's seen.
I am familiar with her perspective. I hear the speculation. There are Guardians who believe I will take control of the Hive, go mad, and kill you all. If not that, then they say I have nothing else to live for, and think my death is inevitable, that I will sacrifice myself for the good of all.
That won't happen.
Tell that to Elizabeth. Perhaps she will believe you this time.
See, even Eris doesn't like the doubt, but still, she has become pretty aggressive since her transformation. Alright, let's see what happens next. Alright, this is a little different. They want us to go talk to Ikora in a different part of the helm. Normally when there's a season, it's all focused on one area of the helm. In this case, it would be... you know, the back area, where it's all, like, dedicated to, like, going and talk to Eris. But now they want us to go back to see Asa to witness something with Ikora. That's different. Ikora and Sloane, hello.
Welcome back, Sloane.
It's good to be back. But from Asa's impressions, I guess this isn't a social call.
Unfortunately not. What do you know about Eris's plan?
Only that she and Asa are bound by some kind of hive ritual. I was against it, but like Asa said, sometimes we have to become our enemies to defeat them.
That's exactly what
Wait, so
concerns
Asa's tied to it too?
Sloane, I need to speak with her.
No. Asa's done enough for the Vanguard. She's barely recovered from...
But she wants to
I
talk.
will speak. Bound by covenant. Tithes held between a current.
You're helping Eris contain the energy from the tides.
Eroding. Hollowing. Release in time. Or remain bound.
Without end.
Without end.
Weird.
If the ritual goes on for too long, Eris will be trapped as a hive.
And
That's not
Asa
good.
will be corrupted. Twisted
Into another hive god?
something horrible.
Or worm god, I'm
I'll
sorry.
tear the tower to the ground before I let anything happen to her.
It won't come to that, Sloane. I promise.
I didn't know that Asa was helping with Eris with this whole thing. Interesting.
Guardian, I have been taking time to reflect on Ikora's conversation with Sloane and Asa. I knew there would be torment in embracing the Hive and the poisonous squall of their violence. I thought myself prepared for it. I have lived long in shadow, and the shrieking horrors of the Hive would provide solace from my quotidian dreams. When I named the worms, I evoked only their resonance, but Asa responded. She is a willing and vital catalyst to empower my morph, but her pain is real and immense. My aim in this grotesque conversion was to shoulder the risk myself. But feeding from Asa's suffering, that is a line I did not think I would cross. Guardian, keep by my side so that we may soon leave these deeds behind us. I refuse to become something I am not.
I'm glad they included this because this whole thing with Asa, we had no idea that Asa was helping her contain the energy from the ties, that she's feeding on Asa's pain. But hopefully, you know, so far so good. Eris seems like she's herself and ready to pass on the power once it's over.
The worm gods extract their sustenance from between what is and what might be, between the actual and the possible. When the Hive made their ill-fated pact with these worms, they gained immortality and the power to make of the world as they willed. beings in this universe derive their power this way. The Queen of the Reef believes it is the same method as the Ahamkara.
The Wish Dragons were too dangerous to exist.
So is Xivu Arath. My connection to Asa is regrettable. But this was the only path towards my goal. I invoked the worms, and she answered.
And did you know that this would happen?
It was possible. As all things are possible with this kind of power. This bond has not been attempted since the worm gods made their bargain with Witness. Asa may have rejected it then, but the desire to overpower the universe with one's will is woven into her being. She is not beholden to it, not addicted or enslaved. The deep is not her nature. But I have tangled myself within this desire through the use of the staff's larva. Now I possess her power.
This could kill both of you.
That risk is ours to take.
Alright guys, so while this week was very light on the gameplay aspect of what we had to do, we literally killed a bunch of enemies with Void, did 2 patrols, and went through half a Lost Sector. That was it. This was a lot like week 2, but this week had some interesting story implications that we didn't know. So when Eris did her transformation, she was trying to invoke the worm gods, and the only worm god that answered was Asa. So her transformation not only links her to Asa, all the tithes, everything is going through Asa. So Asa is acting as a pseudo worm god to turn Eris into the god of vengeance. So our ally from last season is now helping us again to get ready to fight Xivu, which is actually pretty cool. I still would have liked a little more to actually do this week, but I do like the additional story stuff. So let me know what you guys thought of this week, and let me know what you guys thought of this whole thing with Asa and Eris Morn. If you guys want to check me on social media, those links will be down below. That's it from me, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.